Hey guys, how's it going? Joseph here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So this time I went to my local Fry's Electronics to take a closer look at the brand new 2019 models from Samsung. And I'm talking about from the RU7300, the RU8000, to the Q60R, Q70, Q80, even the Q90R. And also, should you upgrade your TV to a 2019 model or should you buy a 2018 now that the prices have dropped so much, so drastically? So that's going to be the topic for today's video, guys. I hope you like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of information. I'm Jolster, and let's do this. Alright guys, so let's start with the most affordable model, and that's the RU7100, or in this case, the RU7300. The difference is that the 7100 is a flat panel while the 7300 has a curved shape. It's so odd to still see curved TVs, but Samsung's still making them. So this is the most budget 4K HDR TV, so don't expect to see a big difference when displaying HDR content. Even though it accepts HDR signal, this model usually don't have the features like local dimming or a wide color gamut, or they're not bright enough for a proper HDR. 4K picture looks good, but I also notice a lot of glare. They don't have a good reflecting coating like most expensive models have. The legs and body are made of plastic, and I also noticed the thick bezels, which I'm not a big fan of. The 55-inch version sells for $600, while the 65-inch version sells for $900. If you want the curved model, just add $100 to the prices. Moving on, we have the RU8000. Now this TV is a major step forward from the 7 series. Samsung adds local dimming, a wide color gamut for better colors, and just like its predecessor, the NU8000, the 55-inch models and above have gaming features like FreeSync 2, Game Motion Plus, and they also come with 120Hz panel for better motion. I also noticed that the body of the TV is made of plastic, including the legs. So compared to last year's, the NU8000 had a more brushed aluminum finish, which made it look more high-end. Also, the stand was different. It had a T-shaped stand in the center of the TV, so you could use a smaller desk or table. In this case, the RU8000 has 2 legs, one on each side, so you need a bigger table to sit it on. I also noticed the bezels look thicker than last year's. It could be just me, but it looks like a step backwards in terms of design. What I did notice is that the price is much cheaper than the NU8000 was released last year. The 55-inch model was selling for $1,200, and this time the 55-inch is selling for $1,000. So that's a $200 difference. Maybe that's why they're cutting corners in design and passing the savings to us. So from there we jump to the Q60R, and this is the budget quantum dot TV from Samsung this year. So this is equivalent to the Q6FN, so you can expect better picture quality and contrast that quantum dots bring to the table. At first glance, colors do look beautiful as expected, but I also noticed some changes in the body. First, the legs, they feel like they're now made of plastic instead of aluminum like last year. And I also noticed the thick bezels. And I keep bringing this up because to me, thick bezels look more like an old TV in terms of design. I know that what matters is how the picture looks, but I also like to have a TV that looks modern and slick. And with these new designs, I feel like we're going backwards. As of right now, you can buy the 55-inch Q60R for $1,200 or the 65-inch for $1,800. That's a pretty big price tag compared to how much you could buy the Q6FN at this moment. The 55-inch version sells for $785, while the 65-inch version sells for $1,148. You're getting a much better looking TV as well. Alright guys, so now let's jump into the Q70R model, which is the new version of the Q7FN, and this is where things start to get interesting. So Samsung added a full array and local dimming technology to this model, which brings better contrast and black levels to the picture, but they removed the one connection box from they also removed the center aluminum stand and used legs instead, just like the RU8000. And they also added these thick black bezels to the TV. Honestly, it looks just like another downgrade from last year Q7FN. Just look how much nicer the TV looks with thinner bezels. The picture at first glance looks the same as the Q7FN. It's bright and colorful. I didn't notice a big difference. Another thing Samsung added to this model is different sizes. So now it starts from 49-inch up to 82 inches. The 55-inch version sells for $1,500, while the 65 sells for $2,200. And this is another major price drop compared to last year. So last year the 65-inch version started selling for $2,600, and if we go back to 2017, the 65-inch Q7 started selling for $4,000. That's a huge difference. But if you prefer to save even more money, I suggest to get the 2018 Q7FN model. The 65-inch version is selling right now for $1,474. That's a huge savings right there, guys. Alright guys, so now let's jump into the Q80R, which is equivalent to the Q8FN from last year, but this time Samsung added ultra viewing angles. I did notice the picture looks amazing. It maintains colors and contrast vibrant at different angles, and also notice it was very bright. The legs also changed. Now it looks like it borrowed the design from the RU8000, and I noticed the bezels are thin. It makes the TV look modern and bigger. It also has this metallic finish, so it looks more high-end, and I like that. This TV also has full array with local dimming, but it doesn't have the one connection box. The 55-inch version sells for $2,000, while the 65-inch sells for $2,800. Now if you want to save some money, you can still buy the 55-inch Q8FN for $1,290 or the 65-inch model for $1,800. That's a pretty big savings as well. I'm going to leave links in the description of the video to all these prices, but you have to hurry up before they run out of stock. Now if you want to get the one connection box, you will need to get the Q90R, which of course this is the high-end 4K TV from Samsung. The stand looks completely different from all the other models. Also the design looks modern and beautiful with brushed aluminum finish and small thin bezels. Now this TV also features full array and ultra wide viewing angles, and of course the one connection box and a nicer looking remote. At first glance the picture looks amazing. The contrast is also on another level, but of course you're paying for a premium price model. There are only 65-inch, 75 and 82 inches of sizes available, and the 65-inch starts at $3,500. So what's the difference between this year's and last year's models? Well, one major improvement are the viewing angles. Samsung added these ultra viewing angles to the Q80R and the Q90R. They are designed to reduce glare and enhance color no matter from where you're sitting. It's not that 2018 models look bad on any angle, but it is definitely something to consider if you have a big living room. Another major improvement is the AI technology to improve the picture by adapting the brightness and sound to match the conditions of the room. Now this is something that I'm interested in seeing because it sounds very cool in paper, but sometimes when you see it in action, you don't see much of a difference, so I will definitely look forward to that. Samsung also improved their processor for a better upscaling when watching lower resolution content. Now if this works as promised, this is a major improvement because there's a lot of people that watch a lot of HD content or cable. Now this will upscale the content for a sharp and redefined color, and that is something that I want to see. So all these improvements, they sound very impressive, but how much of a difference will they make? In my opinion, I think last year's are still very impressive, and now that the prices have gone down so much, I think you're getting your money worth. As for this moment, you can buy the 55-inch version Q6FN for $785 on Amazon, and sometimes it even goes down to $765, while the Q60R sells for $1,200. That's around $400 difference. With that extra money, you can buy a soundbar for a better sound experience. Or if you want to buy a bigger size, the 65-inch is selling for $1,148, which is a great price in my opinion. So as for this moment, I think it's a great time to buy a 2018 model since prices have gone down so much. They're so affordable right now. So if you've been waiting for a special deal, I think this is it. If you already have a 2018 model, I think it's just not a big deal to buy a newer model. I don't think there's a major improvement. To me, a major improvement will be if Samsung adds, for example, Dolby Vision, to their TVs, or maybe they finally bring the micro LED technology to their TV. That's going to be a major jump, a major improvement. I'm not even excited for 8K right now because there's not even any content that supports it. Everything, all the 8K TVs are going to have just upscaling features. That's it. All right, guys. So that's it for this video. That is just my opinion. That's how I look at this. And so let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? Are you excited for a new model? Are you buying a new one? Are you upgrading, or you're just keeping your 2018 model that you already have? And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Sorry about my voice. I'm a little sore throat right now, and I'm not feeling that quite well, but I'm just trying to get this video out to you guys as fast as possible. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm Jolster. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Jolster out.